Last week in the Herr Sprint Series, we saw Corey Case win a strategy-filled sprint at Circuit of the Americas, and we have gone a complete shakeup in the point standings. For the second week in a row for the Sprint Series, we are on a road course here in Willow Springs International in California for 12 laps of action, and we'll see if Corey Case, who starts stealthier today, can go back-to-back on the road courses. It is the California Grand Prix at Willow Springs International, and it is Sprint Series night in America. Hello everyone, it is Nathan Sickman here, and welcome back to the Herr Sprint Series, and welcome back to Willow Springs International, second straight road course race for the Sprint Series. And this one we'll probably see a little bit more passing than what we saw last week at Circuit of the Americas, but Corey Case was able to make the winning move and winning strategy and won the race late. And we got a California owner who last time we were in California at All Club for the Sprint Series got a owner's win. We got Travis Scrampton, owner of Trial Racing. Welcome to Willow Springs.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be here at Willow Springs, and gonna do some road course racing, so it's gonna be fun. And second straight week of that. So you saw last week at Coda, and we'll see what these guys can do here at Willow Springs.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, Circuit of the Americas was interesting to say the least, but Willow Springs, it might be narrower than Coda, but it is a track that has a lot more passing opportunities than Coda. And with that pit stop happening around lap 8 of 12, you have to set yourselves up before that pit stop. So how do you think everyone's going to shake out here in this one?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the pit stop cycle. I think we'll see a little bit of chaos early in the race, and then once everything kind of settles down, it's going to turn into that strategy race. Going to be interesting to see what works, the overcut or the undercut. So we'll see how that plays out. And track position, obviously the key of the game with it being a road course, but you can't count out some of the guys at the back road. Like you said, Willow Springs, one of the easier road courses to make a pass at.
Willow Springs is a hidden gem, and we are in for a fun one here today. Here is the point standings in the Herr Sprint Series as these trials will get rolling off. Alan Abel has a 2-point lead over Harry Anderson Jr. in second. Aaron Hernandez is in third, -8. Chase McClure is in fourth, -9. Andrew Williams is in fifth, -10. Corey Case and Alexander Rowe are tied for sixth, -12. Campbell Marsh is in eighth, -14. Samet Oskin and Matt Black round out the top 10, both 15 points behind. Michael Lewis is on the pole, and alongside him is Campbell Motion, the number 39. Corey Case, last week's winner, and the number 57 of B.B. Ruiz, the 56 of Harry Anderson Jr. and Aaron Abel, and then the number 1 of Nathan Faden, and the number 52 of Sammy Camara this week. The number 50, that is Chase McClure, and then the 87 of Andrew Williams, 93 Aaron Lutz, and the 97 of J.O. Wimbledon, the 02 of Alexander Rowe, and the 69 of Matt Blatt. The 3 is Joshua Nelly, and the 90 of Matthew Hall. Hernandez in the 96, Trey Smith in the 64, Carson Miller in the 82, Aljaboye in the 88, and running out the field, we got the number 4 of Sendoska, the number 13 of St. Davison, and then the 05 of Cosmo Knight, and the 98 of Michelle Anderson. And real quick, who do you think will win the California Grand Prix?
You know, I'm going to pick that 87 of Andrew Williams. I think he's in midfield, but he's going to make some passes and get to the front.
We'll see if he can get the job done. 400 plus win the street for him. And it's going to be a wild night. It is Sprint Series night in America for the 6th time of the season. And then we are green flag racing for the California Grand Prix for the Herr Sprint Series. A good start from the 81, but you definitely want to be on that inside, especially on these couple of corners. It's going to be a little bit tight, 3 wide almost, but they keep it straight for the time being. A great start from Hallie Anderson Jr. to take the way to lead, and now Ruiz to the inside of the poster, and he's going to do a slide job, 3 wide at Willow Springs on lap number 1.
And oh man, a little bit of contact still between the 57 of Baby Ruiz and that 81 of Michael Lewis. And now here comes Corey Case, last week's winner, trying to make it. He's going to still be in third, it looks like, after lap 1, but he still has to get through these last 2 corners here. And that 39 of Campbell Marsh is out of here. These guys racing hard for second on back.
Campbell Marsh is absolutely gone. I said Hallie Anderson Jr. on that side. Here comes Hallie Anderson Jr. in the number 56 inside the top 5. And Corey Case is trying to do of what Alexander Rowe did earlier in the season, won 2 in a row. And he might be in a good position to do so. At the end of lap number 1, he is going to be in the second place position for now. He wants that second place spot back. We got teammates. Oh my goodness, almost contact between teammates with Hallie Anderson Jr. and BB Ruiz. A great one once again from the point leader of Unable Struggle last week, but still left as the point leader. He has a 2-point advantage over Hallie Anderson Jr. is right in front of him, so it's going to be very, very tight. But it's going to be interesting on what will happen with that pit stops, and, well, we might have someone go 2 in a row once again, because Corey Case is already closing in on the number 39 of Campbell Marsh.
Yeah, Corey Case looks like he has a very fast race car. Some little bit of contact back there between Aaron Abel and the 57 of BB Ruiz. So those two still fighting hard. Double file, from which I want to say 10th on back. So it's very, very even field so far, and gonna be interesting to see how these guys can sort it out. And obviously we have impending pit stops as well, some more contact further back, but they keep it going.
There's contact everywhere already here in this one, and the front half of the field is calming down, but the back half is not, and that's going to be very interesting on how that goes. Corey Case closing in on the race leader, only on lap number 3. Pit stop should be around lap 7, lap 8, just past halfway, so don't have to worry about any few miles or anything, but it's going to be interesting on when they want to do it, and it's going to be fairly interesting on what the name of the game will be, with these guys either doing the undercut or the overcut. Corey Case, he really might go 2 in a row. I know I said that Alexander Rowe won 2 in a row earlier, and that Corey Case might get to it and might go 2 in a row as well, but that would be something on 2 totally different road courses. Willow Springs is a much faster road course than Circuit of the Americas, and Coda is much more of a technical road course than Willow Springs, so it would be impressive if Corey Case can do that, but only on lap number 3 coming to lap 4 here in the California Grand Prix.
And you're going to see Corey Case here try to set up the 39 at Campbell Marsh here, because 39 one mistake like that. 39 did not get a good run on the exit of the last corner. You're going to see this is where you're going to start to set up the corner. You want to get a good run through turns 1 and 2 as some contact is being made in the back, but you want to get a good run through turns 1 and 2 because you can pull out and make a move going into that uphill technical section and then back downhill. But when you go back downhill, you got to make sure you keep it nice and tight. Don't go too wide, or else you're going to have to slow down, and it's just costly mistakes. So you're going to see this 99, I should say, of Corey Case really start to put pressure, but he's going to make a mistake himself and go wide, and we'll see how he does here through the technical part. Looks pretty good so far. Can't go too wide here on exit.
Pretty even between these two. There was some contact on the last corner. There's contact everywhere here at Willow Springs. A very narrow road course, but these guys settling in halfway through the free window this time by Matt Black, the Atlanta winner, made some moves on the inside of Chase McClure. And we'll see what ends up happening. I think Corey Case does have a faster car than Campbell Marsh, but it's one thing to catch him, it's another thing to pass him. But you can, but not if you get tied off that final corner. That's going to hurt him down the front stretch. Gonna watch out in the back of the field. Ian Williams about turned the 90, and I believe some of these guys in the back almost wrecked as well. Chaos already, and it's going to be interesting how everything fades out. Right now, Hallie Anderson Jr. is ahead of Enable by 2 positions, but Enable would technically have the point lead by the tiebreaker, so it's very, very tight. And unfortunately, Hernandez is not even inside the top 10.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate, but as well, especially with the other Hallie Anderson and Aaron Abel being inside the top 5, top 10. So that's gonna hurt. And the 99, speaking of hurting, the 99 has lost some ground as well. Like that last lap did not get a good exit, and this lap also did not get a good lap as well. You're seeing the 99 face the 81. That's going to be a little side-by-side battle coming to the last 2 corners, but uh, Corey Case might have burned off his stuff early, and we'll see if he decides to do the undercut coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think that 99 was trying to catch up with the 39 of motion. Might have won the tires a little bit, and now has Hallie Anderson Jr. all over his back bumper. And Abel almost lost his position from the 81 of Michael Lewis, but was able to maintain it. But Matt Black and Nathan Faden are all over the back bumper. Were all over the 81's back bumper, not anymore. Watch out for the 56 here. Gonna get a good one in these sets of corners. And he's gonna have a shot possibly in the technical uphill, downhill section.
Yeah, and we'll see if the 99 makes a mistake here. Will 56 of Hallie Anderson go around the outside or stay behind the 99? Choose to stay behind the 99. Can't get too wide on exit here. We'll see how they do. And 99 is going to protect the bottom, and that's going to help Corey Case as the 56 gets a little bit wide and has to get a tighter entry into that corner. And now she has lost a ton of ground to Corey Case, and now allows Baby Ruiz to maybe catch up as well.
Good stuff here, and only halfway through. And in theory, they could pit now. It should be lap 7, lap 8, but they could do the undercut for anyone. So we have to wait and see here. And the leaders are not going to. And looks like everyone is going to stay out. Almost contact with Andy Williams in the background, and they are going to stay out. So that's kind of what I thought. Lap 6 was iffy if they would pit, but it's more or less going to be lap 7, lap 8. And now, watch out. Don't look now, but Corey Case is closing in on the 39 once again.
Yeah, 39 of Campbell Marsh got a bad exit off the final corner that last time. I saw Corey Case pretty much gain almost the entire ground down the front straight. And once again, Campbell Marsh feeling the pressure from Corey Case. Corey Case really good on these road courses. Might be considered a road course ringer after these 2 races. We'll see. But all over the back bumper at 39. Can't go too wide here in the downhill part. They both tuck it on the inside, which is good. Going to both carry that speed into this corner. And but the 99 goes a little wide, makes a mistake, and that's unfortunate for him. That's going to allow Campbell Marsh to get back out front and with a good gap.
Well, Corey Case was closing in, but now he's going to reel it back in. It's going to be interesting on what ends up happening with pit stops, because we got 3 cars separated by only a second, and really top 5 are really equal between all of them. And we'll see lap 7. Is the 39 going to pit? Yes. Here we go, the 39.99, and it looks like everyone.
Watch out.
The 81 and the 1. First one to stay out is the 93 of Aaron Luce, but everyone else is pitting on lap 7, just past halfway.
Aaron Luke's trying to do the overcut. Has clean air though, because literally the only one to stay out. But very busy pit road. Got to watch out. Make sure no one makes contact here. Literally almost the whole field besides 1 car is down pit road.
That was not exactly what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be half and half, but not the case. A good stop from the 99 and the 39. Have to watch out here on exit 2 wide. A couple of low steep, maybe a little bit of contact with the 52 back there. And now we'll see if how everything plays out with 23 cars pitting at the same time. I'm not sure on how that's going to look out for Aaron Luce, the number 93, but he's already in the back part of the field. Why not try something? And we'll see if it ends up working out. He will be able to take less fuel, slightly, than everyone else, so that's going to be interesting. But looks like it will be a duel once again between Corey Case and Campbell Marsh for the race win.
Yep, and these two been the fastest. Pretty much the top five have been up front all race, and with everyone pitting at the same time, really you're going to see no changes. So it's really going to be about battles and how good your car actually is. So we're going to see if the 99 can push this time, not burn up his stuff, and catch and pass Campbell Marsh in a clean manner. But you never know. Marsh might go wide here. It looks like he's struggling for grip on these cold tires. And Corey Case got a good run off that final corner.
Cold tires might be what exactly is happening to the 39. It's not going to be a win, but it's going to be probably more. Oh yeah, the 39th, we might get some track position and might get a top 10 out of it. Much better than where he originally was. But we have a 1v1 battle now. These two have pulled to almost a second and a half difference on Howie Anderson Jr. And maybe not that quite, but about a second behind is Howie Anderson Jr. Then BB Ruiz is still in 4th and Aaron Abel is still in 5th. Faden is in 6th and Lutz is going to be in 7th, so a great one. And great strategy call, going to get a top 10 out of nowhere. And then Matt Black, Chaser McClure, and then the 82 and 81 are battling for the top 10, and give that to Carson Miller and then number 82. And here we go, almost side by side for the race lead. It's gonna be 3 laps to go in the California Grand Prix.
And Corey Case, I don't think got a good run on the downhill part. Lost probably about 2 car lengths here behind Campbell Marsh. And we'll see if Marsh makes a mistake off the final corner again. Marsh hasn't done a great job in this final corner. And that time looks like pretty about even. So call it a scratch off the final corner. But like you said, both of them have pulled away from Howie Anderson Jr. And really, it's looking like a 2-car race.
Oh yeah, they have a 2.5-second lead almost over the 56. So gonna be another great one from these two. Aaron Abel knows what is at stake. Right now, it would be a tie for the points lead. And Aaron Abel wants to get past BB Ruiz, the teammate for this race of Howie Anderson Jr. And we'll see if Corey Case can get a better uphill section. One's a little bit lower, and he's going to gain a lot of ground. Downhill, it's still not over, but he needs to capitalize on that final corner where Marsh has struggled all race long. But Corey Case goes wide in the S's.
He keeps outbraking himself and missing that corner every single lap, and it's hurting him. Once again, loses a couple car lengths, and that's just unfortunate. He needs to stop doing that if he wants to catch Campbell Marsh and win this race.
I think you hit the nail on the head. That's not the first time that he's outbroke himself in the downhill S's putting. If he keeps on doing that, that's just going to give the win to the number 39 of Marsh. It is still not over. At the line with 2 laps to go, it is still only going to be a half a second gap, so there is still time, but Marsh needs to be perfect in the final 2 laps, 5 miles left here at Willow Springs International.
Down into this, I would say, sweeping carousel corner. Both look pretty even, maybe Corey Case with a better carousel. Now here we go to this tight corner and then uphill into the uphill section. This is where it seems like Corey Case gains a little bit of time, but then outbrakes himself once again all over the back bumper of Campbell Marsh. Can he stay behind Campbell and not miss this braking zone? Let's find out.
Yep, perfect that time. It's not over. It is not over, Travis. If he does that lap again, we could have a dogfight for the race win. We might have a dogfight for 3rd through 10th, I want to say. These guys are very tight back here, and Aaron Lewis might get a top 6 finish out of it here today. And here we go, a duel in Willow Springs, and it's going to come down to 2.5 miles. The final lap in the California Grand Prix, Campbell Marsh versus Corey Case.
Pretty even off the final corner. Campbell Marsh finally looks like it's got it that last corner down, kept making a mistake, and it seems like this first part, Campbell Marsh is better. You see him pull away to probably like a 2-car length lead again, but this uphill part, Corey Case has got it figured out. So we'll see if he can clear that gap and get next to Campbell Marsh and make a dive bomb maneuver. Uphill section coming up.
This has been Corey Case's best part all the way on, and once again, he has nailed this uphill section. It is not over. If he nails this downhill assist, this is not over in the final 2 turns. And he, once again, perfect. He's got, oh, never mind, he's not perfect. He goes wide again. And that might just gave it to Campbell Marsh in the number 39. I think Corey Case had the better car today. Meanwhile, teammates are going at it for the 3rd position. Ruiz side by side with Hal Anderson Jr. I think Marsh had a slightly worse car, but he made less mistakes. Off the final corner, Campbell Marsh is going to hang on and it's going to win the California Grand Prix at Willow Springs International Way Duel in California.
And for the case of Corey Case, it was just too many mistakes, and that allowed Campbell Marsh to get away with the victory. Not much pit strategy. Everyone pretty much pitted on the same lap besides the 93 of Aaron Lukes, and that helped them actually to get a top 6 finish. So kudos to them. And now they're side by side at the end of the race. But Corey Case congratulating Campbell Marsh on the victory. And like you said, very head-to-head matchup. It was interesting to watch that. And Campbell Marsh, less mistakes, ultimately won this race as some skid marks happened.
Those must have happened on the last lap or 2. Cause I didn't see those always on, but like you said, a great one-on-one battle between these two. I think Corey Case had the better car, but he made more mistakes than what Marsh did, and Marsh is going to get the race win, 8 from points, get his first win on the season, and not quite for Corey Case, was 1 spot shy of going 2 in a row. Great job from Hal Anderson Jr. maintaining in 3rd, BP Ruiz in 4th, and Abel is going to be in 5th. It's going to be a tie between those two, I'm pretty sure, but I believe it will go to Aaron Abel, and he will go into Las Vegas still as the point leader, just barely. But what a race here at Willow Springs International, and it is Marsh with the win, Case, Anderson Jr., Ruiz. Abel loses a great strategy call. He was the only one to stay out 1 extra lap. I don't know where he even was before pit stops, but he gets a top 6-1. Nathan Faden in 7th, Matt Black in 8th, Chase McClure in 9th, and Carson Miller will round out the top 10. Joshua Nelly in 11th, Andrew Williams in 12th will pick this middle of the road. Hernandez in 13th, Hall in 14th, Lewis in 15th, Wimbledon, Trey Smith, Sammy Camara, Nigel Anderson started last and got 19th. Zane Davison, Nathan Adjaboye, Gaz Sendoska, Alexander Rowe, another tough race. Alexander Rowe's not been good at these road courses. Last week at Color and now here at Willow Springs. And Cosmo Knight, unfortunately, 35 seconds behind. He might be the cause for the skid marks in that tricky uphill section. But what's your final thoughts of that one? And what are you looking forward to for, I believe, the World Cup Series race at Phoenix here in a couple of days?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. And first of all, I want to thank you for having me up here in the booth here at Willow Springs. It's a very fun race. That 1v1 battle is awesome. A little bit of pit strategy with the 93 Aaron Lukes. Honestly, Willow Springs did not disappoint. We always love coming here with the, you saw pretty much any road course you go to, it's usually single file, but we saw the amount, especially we were like on lap 2 or lap 3 and the whole field was still double file. So, great racetrack, very high speed racetrack, and these drivers brought and showed what Willow Springs is all about.
Oh yeah, without doubt. I love this place, whether it's on my side of it or of course for the Sprint Series. It was a lot of fun, and I'm excited for what happens next week at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for race 7 already for the Sprint Series. Songs for that will be coming out fairly shortly, but congratulations to Campbell Marsh on the race win here at the California Grand Prix. And until next week at Las Vegas, we will see you guys then.